Good evening, sir. Good evening, all good evening, my respected students and my colleagues. Today, I am going to share a short video on the topic entrepreneurship. So it's a very interesting and a very good topic on entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship refers to the process of starting, developing, and managing a business venture. If we want to start a new venture, what we need? We need a proper funding. Proper funding, proper resource. So the funding is a resource. Needs a proper land. Needs first of all needs a good idea. Idea should be properly done. If the idea is not being made, if the idea is not being properly executed, not properly developed, so we will not able to do a business. So for the business, we need a proper idea, proper business venture idea. So it is a process of starting, developing, and managing a business venture. So it's all about business. Starting means starting a business idea first, developing that idea, then the executing that idea and managing the idea and implemented the idea into a full-fledged business venture. It's a typically with the goal of the making a profit. So it's a kind of the venture which typically being started with the goal of a making a profit. If the profit is not being made, if the profit is not being achieved, so what is the use of doing the business? So profit should be achieved, profit should be made. We should earn a sufficient, we should able to earn a sufficient amount of profit. It involves identifying the business opportunity. What are the opportunities we have in living in that particular area? For example, in that area, the manufacturing is not a suitable idea. So what is the small scale industry? Small scale industry like the like a cloth, like a household venture, like developing a small business, like setting up a small business, small hotel, or small dhaba, or setting up a small boutique. So this is the kind of the business venture which we usually develop in the initial stage. So for that we need opportunities. For that we need raw materials. For that we need a labor suitable and the skilled labor. Skilled labor is very essential. Skilled or semi-skilled, because labor is not skilled, will not be have to give training. That is also a training needs a huge cost. So training needs a huge type of risks. So if the worker is not skilled enough, then will not be able to undergo training or undergo the training process. So we have to find out the workers who are at least semi-skilled or skilled, identifying the opportunities and the resource. We have where we are setting up the business should have a proper transport opportunities. Transportation is very essential. Next, labor. Labor should be hired in the nearby area, not from a far off area. So that whenever we want, we can call up the labor to start the production process and the transportation. Transportation should be minimized. It should not be too much. The transportation cost is very huge. Then will not be able to run our business efficiently. Risks should be minimum as optimum, not the maximum. Optimum risk that we can able to earn under controllable. We can able to control our risks. Next, utilize the resource to create and grow a product or service. Utilizing the resource very efficiently, effectively, so that we can grow a very potential product or service. Entrepreneurs are often characterized by the innovation. Entrepreneur, who are the entrepreneur? Those are the having a good innovation skills, should have the good innovation skills. When they are the always wanted to upgrade themselves to the next stage of the innovation, next stage of the technology. Next is the risk taking abilities. Risk entrepreneur always a risk taker. They are the one who always want to take their risks. They always want to take the risks, so that if the risks are not properly being taken, properly being managed, or properly being managed or coordinated control, then the risk taking abilities is not being properly made. Risk taking is very essential and important attributes of an entrepreneur. And determination. If the determination means the competency level or the resilience level which an entrepreneur should have, and it leads to the build a successful business. Next is the qualities of an entrepreneur. What are the qualities? Qualities is the first is the creativity. Entrepreneurs are often highly creative and capable of developing new ideas. Entrepreneurs are always creative and innovative from the beginning, and they should have the capability of developing new ideas, new products or services. New products should be made. If the one products are being marketed, developed, marketed, and being reached to the customer timely, then it is being satisfied. Then the customer always want to go for the new product or the upgrade product or kind of differentiated products. So for that, you need a very good idea, potential ideas or services, potential good services. And good services means services at the so what are the services? After sales services, grievance handling services. So and the installation services, door to door services are all services for the customer needs from the service provider, which can help them to solve their problems and meet the unmet needs in the market. Next is the risk taking. What are the risk taking? Risk taking is a very essential attribute and process. Entrepreneur must be willing to take the calculated risks. Every entrepreneur want to take risks which is calculated, means which is being properly measured, properly measured and properly being identified. Next, they invest time, money, and the resource into the uncertain venture. They always entrepreneur. They are investing the time. The time is very precious. Every time is counted and measured and identified. And money. If they are investing the hard-earned money, or they are procured the money from the various sources. So money is very essential. The money is not coming from the secure sources, then the sources and the resource is not being properly being utilized, properly being allocated, then the venture will make an uncertain venture where failure is a possibility. But failure means that and then the failure will take place optimally. But what we take in order to avoid all these risks, we need a proper plan. So that time properly maintained, money should become at time, resource should be properly utilized, and the venture should be successfully executed and implemented so that failure will not take place and we'll able to make forward or put forward the projects into in effective manner. Next is the vision and determination. Successful entrepreneur have a clear vision of their business. A successful entrepreneur always needs a proper vision. Proper vision of their business. Proper vision means proper idea, proper vision, proper directions where you should go and with your goals, your achieve your ambitions, your determinations, and your success level potentiality. Next is the leadership skill. Entrepreneur needs a very strong and very, very, very strong leadership skill. Leaders always are dedicated, they're sincere, they're honest, and they're being good directed. If the leadership is not being properly directed, leadership skill not properly maintained, then the workers will not work properly. They will not get their directions, not get the motivation. Their morale will also get low, and the team operation day-to-day operations in the business will get downfall because the under the leader, the team is working. The team is doesn't have idea how we can manage your business more properly if they do not get any proper directions. And if they do not get any directions, then sometimes critical decisions are being taken. And adaptability and the feasibility. If the business idea being taken or implemented is properly feasible or not, properly adaptable or not due to changing market condition, customer preferences, as well as unexpected challenge, which is very crucial. What are types of entrepreneur? Types of entrepreneur involves the first is the innovative entrepreneur. Who are the innovative? Though always believes in innovation. Believes in innovation, developing new products or services, installing new technology, which new technology that helps the market to grow. It helps the industry to grow. It helps the industry to serve the customer more efficiently. They focus on bringing new ideas which can increase the standard of living of the customer and helps them to solve the problem in a novel and effective manner. Next is imitative. Imitative entrepreneur. Who are the imitative? Imitative entrepreneur, those who do not believe in creating new ideas, but they replicate existing ideas, which is being successful once in a time in different regions and markets. So they copy the innovation, the earlier innovations, sometimes get modified them, sometimes get manipulate them or make some more changes so that it can get access to the customer very easily. Next is the Fabian entrepreneur. What a Fabian entrepreneur? Entrepreneur who are very cautious, who does not who hesitate. They're hesitant to take the risks. They hesitate, cautious because they're very much cautious. They're not dynamic. They're cautious. They hesitant where they do not believe to take risks. They feel that the risks fail into trouble for the fall into makes them into trouble in the business. So they are very hesitant to take the new risks. They often adopt new technology and only other business practices if they're proven by others. Only if they're being proven or if they're being already being tested or being implemented successfully by others, then only they adopt new technologies or business practices which is very successful beforehand. They prefer a steady and risk-averse approach. Risk-averse approach means approach which is being risk avoidable and very steadily maintained. And next entrepreneur is the social entrepreneur. Social entrepreneur, they focus on creating a stable social environment value rather than just a financial profit. Every social environment needs a social life, social standards, social values, understanding social norms, social perceptions, which helps in the company to make a good financial profit. Their venture address social issues such as poverty and education healthcare. Poverty is a very determining factor in the for the social entrepreneur to solve. In the poverty, because in India, our country, so many people are living below the poverty line. Their education is very less. They're having a leading a low standard of living. Their basic needs are not being met. As a result, their poverty line, they're living below the poverty line, and then they're not getting the basic education also. So their job opportunities, getting a job, proper job, is also very less. Healthcare, properly today's world, healthcare is very essential criteria, essential attributes. If the healthcare is not properly being distributed among all the regions of the world, then the healthcare facilities will give a will lead to a less importance in our society. Thank you so much. So this is all about the entrepreneurs.